Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, once again, like it or not, it's showtime. Hi guys. So, there's the deal. Oh, sorry. There's the deal. The Seance of Blake Manor. How about a new game? Yes, I would like to start a new game.
Mr. Ward!
I'll waste no time, as there's none for wasting. I write from Blake Manor in Connemara. Yesterday a guest went missing. A young woman named Evelyn Dean.
Photographing closed.
Everyone here carries on as if nothing has happened. She has not left. Of that I am sure. This envelope contains £200. Please, sir, accept this money and come quick, for I fear she's not long for this world. A further £300 will be paid out if you find her alive. I know the west of Ireland might well be the far side of the world for its distance from you, but there's no one else to turn to. I hear you are an honourable man, a steadfast investigator.
That's
and,
true.
Perhaps most importantly, godly.
Oh, I was going to go dashingly handsome, but sure, godly, that works.
I pray for the girl that this is true.
Godly. He didn't specify a god. Yeah, he just said godly. Game's got good reviews. Seemed like it might be fun and interesting. It's published by the same guys who published Blueprints, which is my game of the year so far. Evelyn Dean.
Daughter of the slumlord, Rupert Dean.
Oh.
I wonder if my employer hired me because of my past with her father. Or maybe they don't know of her father's involvement in my brother's death.
Oh, too many complications already.
I suppose that too will become clear in time.
Can move faster by running, press shift. Can move slower when crouching. Toggle. Settings can be altered in the options. Oh, hold.
Hello? Is somebody there?
There's somebody there. I can see them. That's gonna go out on a limb. That's not normal. I'm seeing things. The lateness of the hour and the long day of travel must have my nerves on edge. Or perhaps that guy just turned into birds. So, evidence records. Well, you can check all the evidence you find in the records. Press 2 to access. Records contain a catalog of all the evidence Ward has gathered during his investigation. My understanding of it is you don't need it. It's got a really inventive system for keeping track of the stuff you find. Some evidence can be examined or analyzed for further information. You can examine your hiring letter, for example. A hiring letter. Examine. Yeah, that's the entire thing. Okay. A photogram of Miss Dean. Discussable with a couple people. My luggage, a map of the region, Lake Manor. Discussable with whomever that may be. The washerwoman. I thought I saw a woman washing clothes in the fountain in front of the manor. Discussable with, holy shit, there's a whole lot of people here. Looking at the fountain will take a minute. A not uncommon centerpiece in a place such as this. E. Look at... There's something in the fountain where I thought I saw that woman. A shawl? Alright, so we are now facing north. Got a bad feeling about this. What, the apparent ghost? That's north. That's east, so that's west. Check in with the front desk for any information you have on Miss Dean's whereabouts. Jack-o'-lantern, time is of the essence. If you were to solve the mystery of Blake Manor, time advances when Ward interacts with objects and characters. You have until midnight tonight to resolve the mystery of Miss Dean's departure. You'll be free to further explore the manor in the coming days. 11:02. So we have 58 minutes? That hardly seems fair. Turnips with carved faces and glowing embers placed inside. Horrifying things. They're not that bad. Turnip heads. Turnip heads? There's nothing here about turnip heads. Histories, records, timetable. Now we looked at those. We have manager's office. There doesn't appear to be anyone about. There's nobody around. I could ring the reception bell or spend a moment taking the place in first. Record your goals in the mystery map. Press 1. Unlocked a mystery. You should investigate it. 1 out of 11 pieces found. I have arrived in the manor to confirm if Miss Dean was here, if no longer present. What was the manor for leaving cause for concern? Okay, hiring letter. Each mystery contains evidence and leads. Evidence provides information for your investigation. Leads provide guidance and avenues of investigation. Selecting a connection reveals the context for why two nodes are connected. Letter I received. Miss Dean's departure. Check-in. I should check in at the hotel. Bing.
Yes?
Hello, I'm Declan Ward. I telegrammed ahead.
I see. We did not receive your message, Mr. Ward. Our telegraph machine is broken.
Have you never heard of the internet?
Regardless, I am Vincent Varley, the manager here. We are quite full at present, but we can fit you in.
You'll have to sleep in the dog bed.
I'll send word that her room should be prepared, and I'll show you to it as soon as is possible. It shall be no later than midnight. But first, we require our guests to sign in, if you would.
I'm going to sign in. Analysis mode. You can analyze people, documents, and certain items. Move the magnifying glass or magnifying lens hunt for observations. There's a lot of names here, all signed in within the last week. More than I thought there'd be. Excluding myself and Miss Dean, there are 17 others currently staying in the hotel. Evelyn Dean signed in a few days ago. We have an X. Only one guest is signed with an X, meaning this gathering is an unusually high literacy rate. That's excluding my audience, of course, but I'm kidding, probably. Observations 3 out of 4. I missed one somewhere? Or did I miss one? Over here, perhaps? Person X and Father Lorcan Sinnott signed in after Miss Dean reportedly went missing. Gotta say, Lorcan Sinnott sounds like an anagram of his real name. It says observations 3 out of 4. That implication is certainly that there must be more stuff somewhere, but my clicking doesn't do nothing. Oh, maybe if I sign in. I should examine this book before signing. I'm examining. Got that. Signed in with an X. Yeah, we got Evelyn's. We got that. What did I miss? Now you're beginning to irk me, sir. Oh, there we go. Miss Dean's signature. No. Guest sign-in times. A record of who arrived and departed when. I noticed Miss Dean did not sign out.
I see you are busy for somewhere so remote, though it seems quiet around here.
The seance has brought a great many visitors, it's true. Most have retired early to be ready for the weekend ahead.
A seance?
Indeed. The, seance. I noticed the Miss Dean's name signing in. Does that happen to be Evelyn Dean?
Oh.
It is. Rather, it was. I'm afraid she's not staying with us any longer.
She didn't sign out.
Were you hoping to meet her?
Well, yeah, I'm supposed to get like 300 pounds if I find her.
I was. She's, left already?
She has, yes. Can I help with anything else?
I can engage in conversation with characters by discussing evidence from my records. Certain responses will reveal new information, exposing more about the characters and their mysteries. Discussing topics will consume time. Select discuss evidence to ask Mr. Varley about Miss Dean. Navigate the people category to ask about Miss Dean. Evidence. People. Evelyn Dean. I'm sorry, but did you say Miss Dean departed already? Yes, Tuesday night, perhaps Wednesday morning. Her letter said she had to leave on short notice. A letter? In truth, she took her luggage and left in the middle of the night. In the morning, we found only a letter and her payment on the front desk. Would that be usual for her? I could not say. This was her first time she stayed here. I will analyze. Observations. Hand on his pocket watch. He keeps checking his pocket watch. He's either pressed for time or ruled by routine. Both. Glasses. Crack in his glasses. They must be difficult to see through. The damage must be recent, or surely he'd have had them fixed. Unhappy expression. He looks profoundly displeased. Is it with me? Something else.
I need nothing else, thank you.
Then please wait here. The staff will prepare your room, and I'll be back to show you to it shortly. Now, if you will excuse me, with the telegraph machine broken, I have delivery orders to write for the morning. If you need me again, you know how to summon me.
Ringy dingy the bell? So Miss Dean was here but left. Her date of departure does line up with the letter I received. It'd be good to see the letter she left behind. Seems my cutoff for investigating is midnight. I should get a move on. I guess perhaps midnight each day? Exploring and interacting with objects will progress the investigation to see which objects you can interact with. Hold down detective vision. Space to enable detective vision. Na. Ah. It's now 3 days since Miss Dean went missing. Can't see anything in here. Closing it takes a minute. That's not fair. Newspapers. Bunches of newspapers. A listing of all guest activities planned for this evening. Oh, planned for every evening. Monday the 25th, welcome luncheon, ball, silent dinner, and the grand seance on the 31st. There's a mass ball tomorrow evening, so I'm guessing that means this is Friday the 29th. At 9 p.m. in the ballroom. The silent dinner? I have no idea what a silent dinner is. The grand seance. In the hedge maze. Oh, that... What could possibly go wrong in the hedge maze? Talks held daily in the drawing room located in the west corridor. Information on talks to be posted outside the room each morning. What else we had? They had tea and lawn games, bridge, horse riding, parlor games, archery, elsewise cricket, divination with Ms. Mantovani, carriage tour of the land. That's the entertainment schedule. Well, it looks like a clock. I think I can save a minute. Discs. What are the discs? What on earth could these be for? Oh, possibly skeet shooting? There's no clue. Evidently, I picked them up. A private letter. It's written in a swirly script that I think maybe Middle Eastern? A jack-o'-lantern we know about, another private letter. The Grand Seance. Flyers. Gathering the intellects interested in esoteric matters regardless of sex, color, or creed. Join renowned mystic Carmela Mantovani as she leads us in the most advanced crossing of the veil as yet witnessed by mortal man. No wobbling tables, distant moans, or questionable planchettes. Here, see the spirit for yourself, and better yet, speak with the director. So this is what they're all here to do, to talk with a ghost? That can't be possible. I've heard of seances before, but always the spirit speaks through a medium, person, or object. Hey, Kanaka. Didn't take me for a horror fan. Well, it's more of a puzzle game, is my understanding. And as far as horror games, I've played a couple. I finished Call of Cthulhu, which I quite liked. Dredge would qualify as a horror game. Granted, it also has a mechanic of fishing. which doesn't necessarily seem entirely congruent with a horror game, but actually cosmic horror in that case. There were a few others I've played. I can't remember any of the names off the top of my head. Some of them had really interesting mechanics, and a few of them had jump scares, and I just not interested in jump scares. I don't find jump scares interesting. They can be effective, but they're really not interesting. Surely all fraudulent and spiritually dubious. What on earth was Evelyn Dean doing here? Her father did not strike me as a spiritual man, nor one who would allow his child to stray so far from his sight that she could end up here of all places. Who was this woman? It's not unusual for me to do, like around Halloween, do some sort of scary game. When interacting with a person or an object, you may have more than one action to choose from. Use the mouse. Hold to proceed. Luggage stand. Look or place. Place what? It's a luggage stand. I'm not particularly interested in the luggage stand. I'll take a look at the painting. Beautiful landscape paint. Wait, is there a man drowning in this picture? Not that I see. Huh. The Grand Seance, 31st October, 1897. A very good year. Take it from me. I remember it well. Not really. Luggage room. Water. Not interested in the water. Fireplace. Newspaper, a book. What's the book? It's a book about those carved turnips. He's joking. He doesn't remember it anymore. Doesn't remember what anymore. I have no idea what you're talking about. It's a book about those carved turnips. Well, I guess I should read about the carved turnips. Not pumpkins, turnips. Jack-o'-lanterns are turnips with faces carved into them. Embers are placed inside to give them a glowing effect. They're supposed to ward off evil spirits. They're based on Stingy Jack, a drunk who tricked the devil. Well, I'll drink to Stingy Jack. Sadly, it's just bitter bean broth. After a night's drinking with the devil, he convinced the fiend to climb a tree. Then he carved a cross into the tree's trunk, and old Nick was trapped. Jack only let him down once he promised to never claim his soul. When he died, Jack wasn't allowed into heaven for his generally sinful ways, but the devil held true to his word, and didn't let Jack into hell either. So he was left to wander the earth for eternity. Well, that's dark. Old Nick sent him on his way with only an ever-burning lump of coal from hell itself to light his way. To save his hands, he put the coal into a turnip and has been roaming the lands ever since. Did they make that up, or is that, like, actually the story behind jack-o'-lanterns? Supposedly, other spirits see the lanterns, think it's the real Jack, and run for fear he tricks them too. I hear they've taken the tradition to America, but use pumpkins instead. I can't see it being as eerie somehow. Sounds right, but it's been a long time since you researched it. A deer's skull. Well, I mean, it's just a deer's skull, right? The cloakroom. The luggage room. Let's open the... It's locked. I assume it'll be unlocked when the porter arrives. What kind of porter? I like a nice anchor porter. What else do we got for our... A book. Book appears to have been read many times. That's it? Let's check and see what's in the newspaper. DC's Lobo has a scenario kind of like that. Enjoyed the torture and caused so much havoc they kicked him out of hell. Got the same treatment for causing ruckus in heaven. Now he just regenerates infinitely and is considered untouchable by the afterlife. But evidently not untouchable by Jason Momoa. The local news, albeit an old issue, some pages are missing. What remains are all the positive stories. That's the manager's office. It's even later than I thought. It's always later than you think. In the bin. Anything hidden? Nothing of use inside. Well, I mean, it was worth... It wasn't actually worth checking, but I checked. Clipboard. A list of staff's rota for the next few days. I've recorded their movements in my timetable in case it proves. Good evening, the dude. Private letters. I gotta look at that letter. Personal letter from a Victoria Lau. It has no reference to the manor or planned event whatsoever. Letters from Mr. Dupree, or possibly Dupre. He is half-heartedly inquiring about a business. A photo of him outside the manor is included. His expression is flat. Having looked around out here, I'm not sure Miss Dean's letter is still being kept in the reception area. Likely the manager has it in his office. Gain entry to the office. Ah! Let's see, we have a cloakroom. Presumably I can't actually open it. I'll listen. Sounds like there's someone on the other side. Probably the manager. Let's enter the cloakroom. I want to listen. Blasted cold. Mr. Hunter had best get on with fixing that window soon. That's Mr. Varley, not me. A salt bowl. A box of salt used to absorb moisture from the coats and boots kept here. Never heard of that? Makes sense. We've got boots, coats, grates. Well, lots of turnips, or parsnips, whichever it was. Nothing in the pockets. I am not capable of saying nothing in the pockets. I will always say nothing in the pockets. The luggage room? We'll come back to that in a second. Mr. Ward, huh? Evidence records, strange occurrences. A couple of those just fell over. An ordinary vent, except there seems to be something stuck inside. The grate is fastened firmly to the wall. Can't get it out. Something there. Interesting. This is the fallen luggage. What happened here? If I wanted to determine whether anything suspicious happened to Miss Dean before I retire for the night, then I'm running out of time. Yeah, I am running out of time. My assumption is I'll be staying for the seance. Got a pen and stationery. Everything needed to pen a letter. Well, it doesn't look like there's anything in any of these others. Got luggage and luggage. The emptied luggage of one of the hotel's guests. Everything does cost time. At midnight, I believe I end up going to bed and we go on to the next day. Today is the 29th. The seance is on the 31st. We're looking for a missing woman. Back into the lobby. Telegraph room. Maybe we can get to the vent from here. There's a faint smell of burnt paper in the air here. Does burnt paper really have an inherent smell? I hear nothing. Got a desk. Got a typewriter. Got drawers. Wearing my drawers page. Let's see. Voltaic pile battery. Built by stacking cells to reach the required voltage. This diagram shows a voltaic battery with the output of 4 volts. 4 cells. The cell is made up of 2 discs called an anode and a cathode, separated by an electrolyte bridge. Seems somebody was trying to follow these instructions. But what's the required output? Looks like it's 6, since it says 6. Ah, the discs. The battery. Let's repair it. Those burned out discs are where the smell in the room is coming from. I'll remove them in case there's any risk of fire. Alright, I'll give this a try. I can use these new discs to replace the old ones. Uh-huh. Indeed. So we go brown, white, blue. Brown, white, blue, presumably. Needs the right number of discs in the right order. Yes. Copper. Paper. Zinc. 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 It is like doing a Tower of Hanoi, except they all seem to be the same size, and you win like this. I think the largest Tower of Hanoi I ever did was a 6. I think. I have to say, I believe that the spammer he was nuked by Seribot. Thank you, Seribot. Alright, let's test it. Battery seems to be working. The telegraph machine now has a hum to it. I should tell the manager. I fixed it because I'm smart. The hotel's primary means of communication with the outside world seems to be working now. I should tell the manager. Yeah, I fixed it because I'm a genius. Super genius. Got shot before the event. Not even saying anything. Yeah, good bot indeed. There's little to interest me here. We got pokers. A picture of a small cottage. A person stands in the window looking out at me. I can't make that out. I couldn't possibly make that out. Drawers. Seems to be stationery, ink, paper from machines, and so on. Hey there. Oh my god, I got choked up. Oh my god, I got choked up. It's Lone Star Wolf, everyone. Hi there. He is running like a 30-day watch streak. It doesn't matter that Twitch lost count, because apparently it only has 29 fingers. I have a book, a copy of How the Other Half Lives. It seems to be a book of photojournalism from the Americas. I've heard about the Americas, frankly. I wouldn't bother. Defenders of the national education system highlight that in 60 years since it was established, we've seen an increase in national literacy rates, resulting in an almost 86% literacy rate. 33% in legislature. However, detractors of the program point out that the rise in these figures is heavily impacted by both the death toll of the famine and the resultant mass emigration, both of which affected the poorer parts of society more than the richer, more educated ones. Furthermore, census data indicates a high volume of citizens, especially women, who can read but not write, a distinction not accounted for in the previously mentioned 86%. Taking these elements into account, it is fair to say that literacy rates, especially when accounting for both reading and writing, fall well below this stated figure for the average citizen and decline a further from Dublin one gets. Did I open it? Yours seems to be stationed, yeah. Same as the other. Same as it ever was. Hey, we got envelopes. Just empty envelopes. Of course, the education system has been effectively untouched since it was established by, we know it, as by Napoleon. Exactly true. Most people don't realize that both the English and American educational systems were designed by Napoleon. He used hieroglyphics. We have a paper stack with the Blake family crest. We have ink and envelopes that are ink and envelopes. We'll go back into the lobby. I saw a ghost. You guys see that? I wasn't scared, but there was just a little bit of a sort of an orangish, pinkish specter right there. I want to enter. Pardon me, sir. Fixed your telegram.
Sir, this area is for staff only. I would kindly ask you to leave this room. If you need assistance, you can ring the bell in the lobby.
Oh, yes. He is guilty, clearly. Pardon me as I ding my ding. Because dinging anything else...
May I be of service, Mr. Ward?
Discuss evidence. Evelyn Dean? Sorry, did you say Miss Dean departed already? Tuesday night, perhaps? Okay, there it is. Letter. In truth, she took her luggage, left in the middle of the night. We found a letter. The first time, yeah, we already talked about that. Analyze. D&D players spent the last 5 weeks pursuing a ghost. When they finally found the body, the ranger actually had to ask, is she dead? No, she's just resting. Beautiful plumage, the Norwegian blue. All right, we did the analyze, right? We already did that. But I want to tell him. I'm supposed to tell him about the thing.
I need nothing else.
Then please wait here. The staff now, if you will excuse me.
Okay,
With the
I fixed
telegraph
it.
machine broken, if you need me again, you know.
It's not giving me the option. As I said.
May I be of service, Miss?
People, there we go. Evidence. Dun, 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 dun. Telegraph machine is fixed.
Your telegraph machine seems to be functional.
But like Big Ingval at that moment, if you're familiar with his routine. Some of them, yes.
Is that so? Mr. Hunter must have slipped in unnoticed and fixed it.
No.
Then you'll have to excuse me. I have messages to send ahead of tomorrow. I will be in the
here's your
telegraph room should you need me. You shouldn't be waiting much longer for your room, I assure you. It will be ready by midnight at the latest.
Thank you. And now, I should act quickly. I don't know how long he'll stay in there. Yes, I know. Character locations. Press 4 to access them. Ooh, we do have a map. Okay, he's in the telegraph room with the lead pipe. Sorry. This is the map. Yellow arrow indicates where Ward is. You can also see where the other characters are. Characters will change position every hour, so be sure to keep an eye on the map. New areas will be added as the manors explore. Courtyards. Ground floor. The legend. Or leg end, so it's a foot. Player marker, point of interest, NPC marker, unlockable door, locked door, and unlocked door. Records. So many records all of a sudden. Mysteries. Mistine's departure. 8 out of 11 evidentiary pieces found. It's an empty hat box. An outdoor jacket. There's nothing in the pockets. Clipboard. A record of who's in which room. Useful information to have. Indeed. There's something under it. There is indeed. I think this is Miss Dean's departure letter. On his desk. Strange, he must have been examining it when I arrived. It's signed. I wonder, does this match her signature in the signing? I'm going to say yes. Not really any differences. They're very, very close. Minor differences. Maybe not. This is forming a full loop. There it's just sort of like that. So here we have sort of an extra full loop. And she also completely looped that. But I think they're the same. Any other differences? Well, it looks like it's waiting for me to come in with another. I'm not finding any. Oh, the Y. They are close, but they don't match. I don't know. Somebody else wrote this letter of hers, but who and why? You are entirely correct. You've gathered enough evidence to craft a hypothesis. I always wanted to craft a hypothesis. I think I'm going to keep saying hypothesis just to annoy people. Hypothesis. Evidence provides keywords for each hypothesis. Okay. I didn't keep it up. Okay. Wow. That's an awful lot of stuff. Hey, I already did the lead pipe joke. Wow. Wow. Holy wow. Wow-wah-wee-wah. Press Make Hypothesis to open the Hypothesis panel. Complete a hypothesis by filling in the missing words using keywords gleaned from the evidence. Excellent use of the word gleaned. We don't use gleaned enough. Press consider to determine if you're correct. We'll proceed. Alright. Ask about Miss Dean. Find Dean's letter. Gain entry to the office. Explore the manager's office. Forged letter. Fake handwriting. Miss Dean's signature. Okay. Mr. Varley. And his daughters would be Varletesses? That's a movie reference. Unhappy expression. Well, the telegraph machine was broken. I fixed it because I am the good guy. Miss Dean's departure. Think. And I think. Let's make a hypothesis. Blank blank is blank. Miss Dean's signature on the letter. My arrival. Miss Dean's departure. Letter is forged. Consider. What if? Bear with me. Stick with me. Stay here. I know what happened here.
So, Miss Dean didn't leave the hotel.
I'm a brainiac.
And somebody wants us to think that she did. But who? Can I learn anything about the culprit?
Come on now, dude. Don't get scared yet. You've got this. We are logical, thinking people. I ain't afraid of no ghost. They speak English. They can write. They knew Miss Dean. They did not know Miss Dean. Well, they speak English.
Yes, this is true. But it seems likely that all the staff and guests would. I'm unlikely to find the culprit based off this.
Thank you for offering me a conclusion that I would have assumed. They can write. Of course, educating the people over here.
Educating the people over here isn't exactly the Crown's highest priority. As a result, literacy rates are low enough in the west of Ireland.
So that is actually a factor.
The fact that this letter was written at all is a useful clue to the identity of the culprit behind whatever has befallen Miss Dean.
Mystery solved. Miss Dean's departure. She did not want to leave the manor, though somebody wants people to think that she did. She did not leave the manor. Bloop! Groundwork. Mystery solved. Is Miss Dean still at the manor? That was a Steam Achieve. You don't get to see those, I don't think. I don't think I have... Yeah, I have monitor capture off. We're on game window capture. Facts about the culprit. Completing the hypothesis is critical to advancing the mysteries and finding Miss Dean. Each successful hypothesis will reveal facts about the culprit. Information you know about the culprit will appear on the panel on the left. Use it as the story unfolds to eliminate suspects on this screen. For now, it's time to get some rest. We've got 5, 10, 15, 20... 23 more people, but we know that there are, I think, 18 guests. You may have joined too late. Did a spooky glasses guy say he saw her leave? No. They did not see her leave. Her luggage was gone, and there was a note and payment for the room was left behind. He's in his mid-40s. He's the manager, knows the grounds well. He'd never met Dean beforehand. If he told us the truth.
Mr. Ward. Mr. Ward. Your room is ready.
Thank you. I'll just slip out of the room I'm not supposed to be in. Shh, don't tell anyone.
Mr. Ward. What were you doing in there?
I was looking for you, even though I knew you weren't in there.
Did you repair that machine only to use it
No.
to lure me away from my office?
No, of course not.
Whatever your reason for being there, you may take your bags and leave. Get out.
Wow, dick move. Where am I supposed to go? It's midnight. I have failed. Holy shit. I was evicted from Blake Manor. World's worst detective. As a result of your actions, 0 people in the manor survived. What? Let's see. The manager's office was where I saved. The autosave. Load the save. Let's see what options we might have.
Mr. Ward. Mr. Ward. Your room is ready.
Is that an open window? Ah, maybe the open window. Entertainment schedule, staff roster. Ooh, the safe. Stack of letters. I'm going to climb out. There's an option to bust the lock in the telegraph room once he goes in. No, I think I found the answer. I have to admit that was a significant surprise. And you failed. You're kicked out. Everyone dies. What?
Mr. Ward. Your room is ready.
Thank you, Count Nopula.
The porter shall meet us there.
That is an absolutely hilarious way to start the game. Okay, start. I'm 52 minutes and 50 seconds in. Well, there's the lobby. Portrait. What on earth? That's a strange device. A strange contraption. Well, it is also a strange contraption. Yes, it is a strange device and a strange contraption. I wonder what its function is. What is it measuring? Actually, what it looks like, and here's an old movie reference for you. Have you ever seen John Carpenter's Prince of Darkness? Because that is what it looks like. The item at from Prince of Darkness. It's a genuinely scary movie. I would say amongst my John Carpenter movies, The Thing is obviously number 1. Mouth of Madness is probably number 2. Prince of Darkness actually had some imagery that gave me actual nightmares. It wasn't really the jump scares that scared me, but some of the imagery was really just terrifying. We've got the drawing room. I have no artistic ability. Closed in preparations for Saturday evening ball. Well, not having a ball. The library. The Northeast Corridor. The WC. Not WC Fields. You guys aren't old enough for that joke. Mystery. What's the mystery? The hotel manager, despite his unwelcome demeanor, why is he so unhappy to see me? Investigate Mr. Varley's quarters, his office, and profile him. Discussable with Mr. Varley. What is this strange device? Investigate. Is that the thing I just did? It was. So let's see. We've got his unhappy expression. We need to profile him. Like Manor. Crack in his glasses. Investigate his quarters and his office, and then profile. I can build a profile on Mr. Riley by analyzing him, speaking to him, or other guests about him, searching. Let's do it.
If you head up the stairs, the porter will show you to your room.
Thank you. You're too kind. Some kind of jerk. I'm going to take a minute and look at that painting. We've got hieroglyphics. I did talk about hieroglyphics about 10 minutes ago. Aha! I actually also have 2 books on hieroglyphics. I think they're by E.A. Wallace Budge. Series. E.A. Wallace Budge, an Egyptian hieroglyphic dictionary. Coincidence? There are no coincidences. I got these because I was running a D&D game and I wanted authentic hieroglyphics. Black reads Lady Wilhelmina Blake. Oh, it's 11:52. Oh.
This room's yours, sir. Number 4.
The room plan. I am here. Map of the upper floor should be useful for placing which guest is located where. Let's say we've got rooms 7 through 12, room 6, room 5. Hey, they've got a double wide door. That's kind of nice. I would like. Can I have one of those? We have a statue. This guy seems normal. Can we question him? We'll try. Edward Blake, the founder of Blake Manor, his outstretched hand makes him almost Christ-like. I'm going to go that that's a bit of a stretch. Though he was anything but a savior figure. That's not particularly Christ-like. In my humble opinion. Not that I'm like the biggest expert in the world on what does or does not make someone Christ-like. Well, we've got time. We'll analyze him. Observations. He has a medallion, an unusual Celtic cross. A Celtic cross, though it seems somehow different to many I've seen. I'm not going to check his crotch. Shaky hands. He seems to be suffering from some kind of tremor. He's probably just nervous being around me. Sunken red eyes. His eyes are red as if something is irritating them. Me. All is normal then. If he's irritated by me, that's just normal. I will talk.
Well, this is your room, sir.
Mr. Doyle, is it?
Breakfast is served at 9 a.m. in the East Wing Dining Hall.
Odd to have an American here in Ireland.
Nice chance to meet your fellow guests, that. Anyway, sleep well and all that.
Sleep well and all that. He does not seem to actually be a porter. But I will enter my bedroom with 4 minutes to spare. My suitcase just fell over. Can't see anything of note in there. That's my luggage. I won't unpack in case I find myself needing a hasty retreat. We have a painting. We have a dressing blocker? I can't remember what those are called. We have another painting. Maybe he's got a better job lined up and he's just running down his last 2 weeks. Having worked with a great many people, if they actually had a better job waiting, I can't believe anyone's going to check up on his resume to find out if he just bailed on this one. Fire. Doubt I'll sleep well knowing that this damned thing is lit. Really? I would expect I would sleep just fine. Lit or not. A gramophone. Fine gramophone, not the kind of thing I was expecting in my room. Stranger still, it does not come with any recordings. Okay. Looks like bedtime. Freshly dressed with good quality sheets. I should rest. I'll sleep. Am I going to be tripping balls? Yes, I'm tripping balls. We have a handprint on the windows. We have lots of handprints on the windows. Nothing creepy about any of this. It's all perfectly normal. We have the tallest door in the world. We have... There was something about tracing sigils. I saw that when I was going through the controls. Should have held on the old-timey snuff box. Well, there's still time for me to get snuffed. Looks like a cenotaph. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Go ahead. Pretty good, huh? A menhir would be another word for it, yeah. Could be a cenotaph. Alright, that is the logo or icon for part of the game. By the way, that last one was mostly guesswork. I didn't know. I just started doing it. It made sense. As if I was magically possessed. Ah! Yeah, that's definitely what was going on. Maybe a genius, for sure. It's 8 a.m. Bong. I don't get 8 bongs? I'm going to AFK for just a second because I need to refill my coffee. It's time to wake up. No, I wasn't bonking. I was bonging. Well, here we are again.
Oh, my head. I don't feel rested at all. What was that dream? So vivid. Despite my tiredness, I've woken with a new eagerness to attend this event's seance.
Which is tomorrow.
Given I only learned about the event last night, I find that odd.
Get used to it eventually? Well. Do you mean the constant feeling of exhaustion? I can confirm.
What on earth was that?
That's a... I managed to sleep even with the fire going the whole night. Those antlers, I'm... What beast this came from, I'm unsure. Oh, I didn't want to look at it twice. No, let alone 3 times. Come on, stop. A small house by a mountain. I wonder if this location is nearby. I look and feel exhausted. They've got that right. You know, you wouldn't expect them to be able to know that I always feel exhausted. Nothing in here catches my eye. Oh, that's like a little foot thing for people who are too short to get into bed. Book. A guide to local flora and fauna, though the locale in question seems to be in the north of England. That's a wee bit peculiar. The rug? A thick rug with an unremarkable design. Another nightstand? Nothing in there. They slip a pea under your mattress? I think only princesses can feel those. And they don't have to do that with an old man. Into the atrium. Day 2, Saturday, October 30th, 8 a.m. My name's Friday. My partner is Joe Gannon. Scary noise. Oh, the bird. That was the sound we heard. Bird was the word.
How fast must it have been going to break through like that, Mr. Hunter?
Darag. Is Darag? That's not a name I'm familiar with. Certainly sounds Celtic, though. Irish, perhaps.
Hard to say, Mr. Sham. Some of the wood up there needs replacing, so all they had to do was hit the wrong pawn.
Sounds like... I used to be good at picking out the difference between Scottish and Irish, not so much. The stable master and groundsman, Mr. Darag Hunter. Given the attire, he's likely Father Lorcan Sinnot, which I'm going to repeat, really, really sounds like an anagram. Dara is a popular Irish name, additionally male, sometimes gender neutral, meaning oak tree or oak wood. Oak wood, huh? Wood, wood. Sorry. Derived from Old Irish dare or doar. Dara. Thank you. 2 sisters, I'm guessing? Victoria Lau and Ivy McLeod. No, not sisters. The stable master and grounds... Nope. Those whispering women, only one matching pair signed in at the same time. Mrs. Victoria Lau and a Miss Ivy McLeod. So, given that we're in 1897, I think, most likely a woman who could be a non-traditional pair.
What is happening here, Mrs. Joyce? Myself and the Marquess were in a meeting with Miss Mantovani.
Miss Mantovani.
Oh, sirs, it were a crow. Poor thing was dead on impact. But don't you worry, we'll get this cleaned up in no time.
Caitlin Joyce, the housekeeper. Frau Blucher! Sorry. Wrong haunted house.
Sorry, Marquess.
Miss Murphy,
I was just coming to get you for young Master Walter. He won't eat alone. The food'll go cold for long.
Walter appears to have, as best I can determine, no eyes. Miss Murphy, the cook.
well, then I shouldn't keep Walter waiting any longer. Come, I shall leave the rest of you to it, and trust everyone to have a good day.
The Marquess of Doon. Lorna Doon? There's a really good version of Lorna Doon done in the US. It showed up on PBS, I think. Jonathan Blake. Would the boy in that painting be the master of the house, Walter? The commotion seems to be drawing a crowd. Is this everyone then? Everyone except Miss Dean. Of course.
What's all this about a dead crow? Would that be a bad omen for anyone traveling today, yes?
It would be a bad omen for any crow traveling today. I'm not a crow. Maybe?
Please, Mr. Coventry. Oh, Finn's being here is bad enough omen.
Wow. Red-haired woman. Slinging fire.
Right. Some decorum, please.
Rory Callahan and Fiav. Callahan. I'm gonna mess up. Anyone out there who's Irish, I apologize for the damage I'm doing to the names. It will continue.
Ha! She said far worse about me, and it all true. Aye, it's a bad omen, Coventry. No doubt about that.
Yeah, it is a lot of people. It is an imposing number of people, I actually have to say. Mr. O'Finn, he wasn't in the sign-in book. He must be the ex Domhnall O'Finn.
A bad omen? And it didn't show up in your cards, Mrs. Erickson. Oh my.
Woman in mustard. And this would be her husband, the Colonel? Sorry. They were killed by exiting through the office door, perhaps. Well, no.
Show some respect.
That's true.
Mr.
Okay.
Dupre, can't you keep your woman in line?
Oh, your woman. Man with monocle. Hazel Erickson. Man with monocle. Always struck me as an affectation. Anyway, and woman in mustard.
Or is your dynamic the other way around?
Ooh.
Mrs. Darcy is not my woman, Mr. Skerritt, nor am I her man. We are people and belong only to ourselves.
In European folklore, I believe a crow was a portent of bad luck and ill news. Right, hence Grima, Worm Tongue, Gandalf, Storm Crow. Well, the crow was generally considered. Well, not in England. In the Tower, we've got the ravens, which are almost a crow.
Actually, the cards are more of a tool, a
They're
guide.
both corvids.
They reflect.
They reflect.
Is there a need to prove yourself, Mrs. Erickson? Huh?
Man with glasses. French accent, he's likely Monsieur. They say Mr. I'm going to go with Monsieur Toussaint. who frankly appears to be a bit of a tosspot. Cathalomera. By a process of elimination, that distracted man must be Cathalomera. Seance did it 100%. Well, he is French. Murder at least once, maybe twice. Killing the crow more than once would be a trick. You have Quarantine Quinn and Ines Barbosa. And those remaining women, the lady on the right looks more like a Barbosa and the other a Quinn. Wow, she got a scar or perhaps cut herself shaving? I don't know.
Speaking of late arrivals, who was our newest guest?
We're showing everyone all at once, yeah. Now, one of the reasons that I decided to pick this up was specifically they talked about the mechanics that you don't have to take notes because the game's sort of information storage and retrieval mechanics make it completely unnecessary to actually take notes yourself, which is, you know, a bit of a change from Blueprints. If you've not played Blueprints, it is my game of the year so far. It is a great game, incredibly inventive, endlessly inventive. But you're going to want a big notepad and maybe a bunch of screenshots. Who's our newest guest? Me. I am Vlad Tepes.
This might be a good time to mention that breakfast will be ready at 9 a.m. in case anyone wants to return to their rooms and freshen up.
Saved by the bellboy. Hey, that's not fair. He's the porter. Seamus. There's a great game called Seamus. Remember, it was sort of a shooter where you were throwing knives on the 4 axes. Old style joystick. One of those people must be behind Miss Dean's disappearance. Why one? Come on. You've seen Murder on the Orient Express. Doesn't have to be one. Could be all of them. But who are they all? They're all here for the seance, and some of them know each other, clearly. Do they all know one another? Am I clearly an infiltrator? Can't think on that too much or I'll grow paranoid. I only have the one noid, so can't be paranoid. All I can do is the job. Investigate her vanishing and probe into these people. Language. Word choice. One of them is behind it. The more I can learn about them and their reasons for being here, the better chance I have to find it. Phrasing. I should make a record of their movements. It might be helpful to know what their plans are and when they're. Let's see what we've got. We've got mysteries. We have records. We have the sigil, a Sicroy, a sigil that dissolved whatever has been linked to, whatever it has been linked to. I'm not even going to try. Yes, I am. Vilasil, a sigil that unlocks doors that have been magically sealed. Duisai, a strange sigil I saw in my dream that woke me on using it. Pardon. Timetable we don't have access to. The map. Ah, there we go. We have everybody's room. Ah, that's the zoom. Okay. That's the foot. Hope everyone gets that joke.
Un moment. Monsieur? You would be, Declan Ward, correct?
How did he know that? He knew my identity. I went,
Allow me to even the playing field, huh?
Eh?
I am Etienne Toussaint, a debunker of fraudulent mystics. And it's the topic of fraud I wish to speak with you on.
okay. Let's see. Fraud. Tell me about fraud. Searching out fraud must be easy work at an event such as this. In what way, monsieur? It's a seance. Surely everyone involved in running it is a charlatan and the rest are naive fools. Au contraire, monsieur. Many of the guests are true magical practitioners. But at a gathering such as this, there is likely to be somebody looking to take advantage of the more vulnerable attendees, those who merely How did you know my identity? You know me, sir. Not quite. I know. Of you. Remains to be seen if you truly are the man I have read about. The guests. You suspect someone, then? I believe most attendees are legitimate practitioners, but yes, I have my suspicions. Attendees and staff have their own problems to be solved. Solving these mysteries will help you uncover more about their relationship with Dean, and their own reasons for attending the seance. You've gained enough evidence to solve Mr. Toussaint's hypothesis. After solving the hypothesis, confront Mr. Toussaint to find out what your deduction will be. I will form a hypothesis. So we have, let's see, Etienne Toussaint. Think. Profile Mr. Toussaint. Fraud. Proof. Identity known. The guests. We'll make a hypothesis. Mr. Toussaint's goal is to blank me into blank for blank. Well, I'm going to go with this to coerce me into investigating a guest for fraud. What if I know what happened here?
It seems Mr. Toussaint is here on a witch hunt and intends to force me to his side. I should confront him about this.
Confront! J'accuse! Your goal is to coerce me into investigating a guest for fraudulence.
Quite right. Excellent.
Okay, he does not appear to be abashed at all.
I had planned to do it myself, but once I saw you, I knew you would have to help, detective.
Have to help? Really? Help? The French accent was, okay, but until he went, I knew you would have to help.
So, you do know who I am.
Indeed. I am an investigator of my own sort, you see. It would be foolish of me enter a new country and not read the papers, n'est-ce pas? As for my own investigation, I have focused on Madame Hazel Erickson. I'll get to the heart of it. She's an out-and-out fraud. About this, I have no trace of a doubt. But my belief alone is not quite enough. I still lack evidence. Here, take this key. It will let you into room 19, Madame Erickson's room. There you can find something that proves the case. Of this, I'm sure.
What makes you think I'd do a thing like that?
That's your job, is it not? And you would want to keep your presence here quiet? No?
Wow, kind of a dick.
You won't hear a thing further about your presence once you have aided. Here, The key. I shall see you back with the evidence inside the hour. Yes?
Inside the hour.
Otherwise, well, I will have to make an announcement at breakfast. You will be out no long after, I assure you.
And how do you expect me to get into Miss Erickson's room safely?
I believe I heard her discussing her plans with Monsieur Aufin. You might consider listening in.
Uh-huh. I can eavesdrop on private conversations. I can't remember who's who.
I'm sorry, sir, but do you have a pen I can borrow?
No, no use for one. Druidry is an oral tradition, so I never got much into the writing. Oh, they served me
hence
grand
the
for my
X.
purposes. Do you want my chisel?
All right, so he is innocent. Assuming he's telling the truth about not writing. Ogham has served me grand for my purposes. Do you want my chisel? Ogham is also the name of Count Geonor. The town is Ogham in PoE 2. You're welcome.
No. I was planning on taking some notes. I want to go downstairs and examine the energy left by that poor bird before breakfast.
Why?
I suspect there is something to be learned about our fortunes here. And if only I could have gotten to it before it was cleaned up.
Aye, well, I suppose some folks here have never gutted a bird to read its entrails before.
Come on now, who hasn't gutted a bird to read its entrails? It's a Monday. I do that every Monday.
Is that some kind of Irish saying?
No.
No.
Oh, well, you'll excuse me then.
Mr. O'Finn doesn't write, and I didn't see his name on the sign-in book. He must be the person who marked his name with an X. All right, where is room 19? While investigating, you can learn characters' movements across the weekend. This information is learned by asking people, searching rooms, listening in on conversations, and more. This information will be added to the timetable. As you learn more about the information, the timetable will be populated. Characters will appear on the map each hour. If you know the schedule for that time slot, reminders can also be set so events aren't missed. So, we are at 8:16. And we need to go into her place. Does that take me to the room? I know she's in room 19. I'm here. Bonnie, O'Finn, Miss Erickson's room. It's an unlockable door. I must have. Oh, I have the key. Duh! I have the key. Don't mind me. So we go straight and then to the right. Third door. Pardon me, goofy looking. 18 and 19. Nothing happens when I touch it. It feels surprisingly cold. Combination lock. Attendees list. Evelyn Dean is circled. Etienne Toussaint is crossed out. It says targets. The Callahans and Hunter. Well, Hunter is one of the locals. I mean, he's the... right? He is part of the establishment, I think. Interesting. Chest of drawers. Clothes. Schedule. Miss Erickson's schedule for the weekend. I've noticed her movements. Noted her movements in my time. Clothes, some dress clothes, nothing important. Clothes, assortment of clothing. Clothes. Their clothes for the event. Nothing of this is noteworthy. That's quite the outfit. A dress bedecked with beads and sequins. Surely it's for the stage. Yeah, the next stage out of town. A syringe? What is this? A mixture of morphine and scopolamine. That is kind of a truth drug. I've heard of this concoction being used to sedate people, but this for her own or something more? Is this for her own use or something more nefarious? A book by Mr. Toussaint, Shrugs in Their Methodology, Volume 2. It has several pages.
I'm running out of time to find Mr. Toussaint as evidence.
That's the same, okay? Shoes. A variety of average-sized shoes. The nightstand. Hog-D. Order of something. Honorable Order of... God damn it. Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. Crap, I actually should have gotten that one. A spiritualist society. That one was real, by the way. The society was. Tarot deck. Standard deck of tarot cards I can't see anything special about. I want to close that. Can I close that now? I'd like to close that now. There we go. Oh, did we miss something? Did I not? Did not. Writing materials. Oh. Burned paper. The remains of a letter from a contact telling her that she is magically void, meaning she cannot learn magic no matter how hard she tries. No wonder she burned it. Evidence. 2 mysteries. Alright, is there anything we haven't touched on? Got that. It is 8:30 a.m. We opened those books, right? Yeah, Toussaint. We did open the dressing table. Checked the shoes. Nightstand. The other nightstand. I think we got everything that's gotten. Oh, no, the combination. What's the combination of this, I wonder? Huh. What did I miss? Are they all the same? FDH. Does look like they are all the same. Suspicious lockbox. Did open that, right? Oh, got it. Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, I think. HOGD. Hermetic. Order. Golden. Shower. Oops! Aha! Candles. Take a look at those. Rich red candles. Something about them leaves me uncomfortable. Runes. Small stones with runes roughly carved into them. Collection of notes. Some ancient-looking pages. Fact uncovered about Hazel. Observations, we have 5. That looks like a human heart. Magic resides in the heart of the user. Consume it and you'll take their power. Gross. The all-seeing eye. Oh, no? Oh, sorry. Probably. Probably yes. The all-seeing eye. Illuminatus Magicus Consumatio. Some notes. But who? I cannot risk picking another pariah like me. So she's here to try and steal magic from one of these genuine magical swords. Red candles and runes. Candles, a knife, bog oak. Everything required to carry out the ritual. And place the sedated victim inside the ritual circle. Okay. This looks to be a ritual to eat the heart of a person and steal their magical abilities. Things have gotten a little dark round here. I don't know if you've noticed. Good God. She can't honestly mean to go ahead with this. Oh, she might. Do I have sufficient information? Mysteries. Lots and lots of stuff we have discovered. Wow. Current focus. Profiling. It's always the Illuminatis. Mm-hmm. That's certainly true. If you chose to play the Illuminati in the Secret World, you can choose to either be a member of the Templars, the Illuminati, or the Dragon, which is Asian, specifically Korean, chaotic mysticism. Also, a game I feel is dreadfully underplayed. Classes, she's lower middle class. That's a bit harsh, okay? I can build a profile of Ms. Aaron by analyzing her, speaking to her, or other guests about her. Right, let's see, Grand Seance. I never did ask about those. I think I've got what we need for Mr. Toussaint. Oh. Right, I think. It's 8:35. I believe we've got everything. Right, where's Toussaint? A map. Where's Monsieur Toussaint? Is that Toussaint? I think it is. Monsieur Toussaint.
Ah, hello again, Monsieur Ward. Can I help you?
Did you want to see Mrs. Erickson in action? But isn't Miss Carmela Montavani the mystic of honor at the seance? You are correct, monsieur, but that does not interest me. Mademoiselle Montavani's talent, so no, tested many times. I'm sure she will do a fine job. Oh, he's got a book. Notebook in pocket, notebook worn around the edges, kept close to hand. And a mystic symbol, the Society of Psychical Research, established 1882. Anything else? I don't think so. I think it was 2 of 2, wasn't it? Discuss the evidence. Evidence, people. Hazel. What's your opinion of Miss Erickson? I think I made that clear, no? How am I supposed to prove it to you? Dean. Evidence. Proof. What sort of proof would suffice? Any number of things, monsieur. Catching them in the act, of course, but a record of their methods, a letter admitting they're faking it, even a confession would do, if witnessed by somebody standing. I'm sure you'll know when you see it. Yeah, but it's not allowing me to show him. Oh, the burnt paper is an admission, I think. Found a scrap of paper indicating that Mrs. Erickson is a pariah. I thought it might interest you. It does, but a scrap, you say. Is the page complete? Is she named on it? She is not. Then it will not suffice. I do not think I can convince anyone it isn't a forgery. However real it might be. How about the ritual pages? I found a ritual room that talks of eating a person's heart to steal their magical abilities. Surely this is nonsense, sir. Such a thing cannot be real. What's more, she cannot intend on doing this. That is ominous, rather too ominous. Certainly such rituals exist, but work, I cannot say. Would she do it? Madame Erickson is a fraud, sir. I have trouble believing her capable of such a deranged act. I'll no doubt find many here studying strange things, but reading a book on sacrifice is not the same as performing it, correct? If we are to know what her plan, if this is her plan and not academic in nature, then she would need to confess. She is unlikely to confess to me, but you, perhaps? So I can try and get her
Take care, monsieur.
to talk. She's downstairs, I do believe. Yes, she is downstairs. Where are the stairs? Stairs, stairs, stairs. Stairs, stairs. Where stair? Over there. Pardon me, sir. Or ma'am, whichever. Mrs. Erickson. Let's analyze her. 03. She's wearing a cross. Crest on the necklace, an elaborate crest worn with pride. I don't recognize the symbol itself. Costume jewelry. Nervous energy. She hides it well, but she seems uncomfortable. For what reason? What does mystery do? Okay, it's just going to draw more stuff. Nervous energy. Rest on the necklace. Make a hypothesis? Hazel Erickson's goal is to blank. To consume. Heart. Well, yeah, the heart of Evelyn Dean to steal her power, magical abilities. Consider, what if I know what happened here?
Mrs. Erickson intends on murdering Evelyn Dean to eat her heart and steal her magical abilities.
Rosicrucian
I must confront
is a
her
Rose
before
Cross.
it's too
Yeah,
late.
there's a Rosicrucian museum in San Jose, not too terribly far from Raleigh. How you doing, Z? Bet you didn't expect the Rosicrucian Museum. Nobody expects the Rosicrucian Museum. I think it's adjacent to the Rose Garden in San Jose. Where I've been to the Rose Garden, but I haven't been to the Rosicrucian. I don't think. Might have looked on the web at some of the pictures. I'm going to talk to Hazel Erickson.
Well, hello there. I don't recognize you. We haven't met before, have we?
We haven't. I'm Declan Ward.
Mrs. Erickson. Hazel, if ever we should get so friendly.
If ever.
I'm a medium by trade, so naturally I had to come to this gathering. I'm hoping to pick up
Yes,
some
you're
new
hoping to
skills
pick up
before
some
the
new
end.
skills by eating her heart. I will. Confront J'accuse. Uncle, you're not French. I j'accused the French guy, so I accuse. Your goal is to consume the heart of Evelyn Dean to steal her magical abilities. I didn't mean to startle you, dude.
Can you, read minds? Or did you let yourself into my room to rifle through my belongings?
I can read minds.
Bad news for both of us, then. You can't say anything without giving yourself up as a thief. And who would believe you? Whatever it is, you're no mystic, so there's no way you can't understand. To know such secrets exist, such wonders to see, and to be kept from it by some abnormality. What's the reason? I've put the work in and nothing. Am I a soulless freak? Is that why?
Yes. Oh, I accidentally right-clicked. Am I to be punished in this life and then again for eternity? Would you sit by and do nothing? Well, I won't. I'll have my heart, my powers, my soul, and all you'll get by saying something is nasty dealing with when I have them. Stay out of this, Mr. Ward, if you have any sense. Good Lord, the woman is insane, desperate, or both. She must be stopped. Maybe Mr. Toussaint will have some idea. Okay, that's the step. That's not me, all right? Oh, I promise, not me. It's the step. We have a mystery here. Tell him about the confession. Or is it? Shh. It's this. I assure you, my friend. Believe me when I say it's the step making that noise, not me. Oh no. Okay, I had chicken for dinner. So that shouldn't cause it. My lunch was a toasted bagel with sweet chili garlic hummus. And that was like almost 9 hours ago. So I think I'm in the clear. We'll talk.
Hello again, Monsieur Ward. Can I help you?
Let's discuss the evidence. She's bug-fuck crazy. Confession of Mrs. Erickson.
Mrs. Erickson has confessed to me. Quite a gruesome plan. She is indeed a fraud. She has no magical powers. She seems to be incapable of using magic, in fact.
She couldn't turn beans into farts. Which I did not do because that was the stairs. We're clear.
Something that plagues her. To the point where she will perform a ritual to steal the heart and magical prowess from another ear.
What? No, it cannot be.
The one who has to smell it, so it's good either way. Well, that is true. I would have to be. But I might be one of those who likes the smell of their own. In the words of Fat Bastard, I might be one of those who likes their own brand.
She is in dire need to feel magic. To have it, it seems. But also, she fears that the reason she cannot use magic is a flaw in her soul.
She's blinded, of course, by our desires. Anyone who believes in a soul would also believe that there is no eternal bliss for them after murder. Especially in a manner so foul. What's more, now you and I know our plan.
He believes me, that's good. I could have just made all this up. But the frog is every bit as gullible as she's hoping everyone else will be.
Here, take my notes. Let her know that if she does this, not only it will stain her in her God's eyes for eternity, but also we'll see her hanged and raised to this oblivion she fears so much. She would be better served getting off this path now and finding more mundane solutions to finding her God's favor. I am told one can cleanse her soul with coin. My record shows she certainly coined enough of that in her time. As for you and me, Monsieur Wilder, our business is done. Whatever reason you're really here, your identity is safe with me. And as for this place, news of our plans has turned my stomach. I've had enough mysticism for this trip. I shall be sitting the Seance out. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have notes to make in my quarters. Au revoir, monsieur.
Now, is he actually done with me? Should I trust him? He's French, so no. I know. I could kill him and eat his heart, but I think that might make me French too. I'm gonna pass. Mystery solved. Mr. Toussaint is no longer attending the seance. Monsieur Toussaint has the information he needed. Continue. Interesting. The gauge has decreased and a light went out as soon as Mr. Toussaint decided he was no longer attending the seance. Again, I do have to repeat that the shape and the sort of the rotating nature of what's inside, they had to have gotten that from John Carpenter's Prince of Darkness, because there's a device that looks exactly like this part of it. What exactly is that device monitoring and why? Well, the fact that he is leaving, is skipping the seance, it means two things. First of all, the room will smell better. And second of all, unless he is going to be going to the kitchen instead of his room, the food's not going to be any better. Maybe I should convince another guest to avoid the event and see if this occurs again. Well, perhaps I can convince, what's her name? He gave me some information.
Excuse me, sir.
Mrs. Joyce. Mrs. Joyce?
Is this your room? Number 4? Mr. Ward?
Yes, it is.
Yes, that's me.
Sorry to disturb you, sir. Just delivering this parcel to your room. It was left for you at the front desk.
Nobody knows I'm here. That is mildly suspicious.
Hmm? By who?
Or whom, whichever is grammatically correct.
No idea, sir. It was left when nobody was about to see.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, I'll leave you to it.
Thank you. What's this? A journal, and it has Miss Dean's name on it. What's inside? How did this get here? No postmark, so it came from the hotel itself. The hotel is a living entity. It sent me... No, that's probably not. Is this the Overlook Hotel by any chance? But from who? Or whom, whichever is grammatically correct. Regardless of who or whom sent it. No, that one's who. I should read the thing. Observations? 0 of 6, let's see. Sunday the 24th, she talks of her arrival at the manor. Everything seemed to go smoothly. We've got, interesting, cross, left hand of a circle, left hand half of a circle, triangle, diamond. Well, that's Sunday, Monday the 25th. Her writing was delicate and graceful, as was her signature. Oh, there we go. What are these 4 symbols beside the word supplies? Monday the 25th, seems she bumped into somebody and was not pleased to see them. Looks as if she was to name them on the following page, but that information is now missing. The 26th. By the way, today is the 30th. Tuesday the 26th, the night she went missing. She speaks of feeling dread, and she doubts that she'll sleep that night. Her writing becomes more erratic since she arrived in the manor. Oh, that does scan. And here? A sigil with dream scrawled next to it. Well, I had that one too. I saw this in my dream. Did she dream it too? What does that mean? Did we have the same dream? What does it mean? Has anyone experienced anything similar? If I could find even 3 people with similar experiences, then I could be sure there was something there. That's not it. Oh, there it is. Seems some pages were torn out. Yeah, well, we figured that out already. Strange dreams. This has left me with more questions than answers. Perhaps some answers lie in her reason for being here. Maybe I can find something related to that or otherwise useful by searching her room. But which room was she staying? Mystery unlocked. Miss Dean's bedroom. 30. Yeah. Miss Lau, unassigned. McLeod. Sorry. That's a Mystery Science Theater 3000 reference. It's Erickson. Unassigned room, Miss Queen, Miss Darcy. Huh. Well, there are only a couple of unassigned rooms. 7 and 2. And 21. And 15. That would be all of them. I haven't been to the basement yet. That's the ground floor, which we're familiar with. I'm on the first floor. He wanted me, Toussaint wanted me to take his notes and use them to convince what's-her-face to bail. So, we'll try that. Miss Erickson. It's the stairs, okay?
Mr. Ward, surely we have nothing left to discuss?
List of names, burnt paper, eavesdrop, notes on Mrs. Erickson, confession. Were those the notes from Toussaint? Yes, Mr. Toussaint has compiled a veritable archive on Mrs. Erickson, and now the crucial proof that she is a fraud.
Mrs. Erickson. We need to talk.
This had best not be about my personal affairs again. Why don't you do us both a favor, Mr. Ward, and stop interfering?
Because you want to cut out a person's heart and eat it.
What could you, of all people, possibly have to say to me?
That's not a bad point. Perhaps you'll be more interested in what Mr. Toussaint has to say.
Ooh.
Shall we go to your room then? Or would you rather discuss this in the open?
Yes, my room, sir.
Ah, she digs me.
So you've read the notes and understand your situation?
Oh.
Whether you face eternal damnation now is a point of debate. You assume that this is linked to this magical nullness you have. You may well be wrong. But if you do this, then you are locking yourself onto that path. And Mr. Toussaint will ensure your remaining days will not be easy. Magic or no.
He's right. I'm a damned fool.
Well, you're not really damned yet. You didn't actually kill anybody that we know of, and eat their heart that we know of, and gain their magic that we know of, and therefore elevate your soul that we know of.
I wanted so much to be special, to have what the others have.
Well, you have their money.
But now you have taken that hope from me. Maybe you will have saved my soul. But even now, I think I'd pay that price for a taste of that.
Yeah, she's a little metal.
If he wasn't going to rob my chance to use and appreciate it,
she's got issues.
I would curse you both if I didn't know there would be no venom in my bite. But he wins. I forsake this ritual. And I forsake this seance. I have no want to see others enjoying what I will never have. I hope they see their ghost and more. So much more.
And now, does the meter change on the thingy?
Now, I would really like to be left alone.
Mystery solved. Mrs. Erickson is no longer attending the seance. Using Mr. Toussaint as a safeguard. I've talked to Mrs. Erickson. I was right. The gauge decreases as people's plans for the seance change. I'm still unsure of the device's purpose, but my gut says I want this as decreased as possible by the seance. Bounty Hunter, mystery solved, Mr. Toussaint, and Mrs. Erickson. If this seance has attracted the likes of Mrs. Erickson, then Miss Dean may be even more danger than I realized. I was able to make her see sense, but I doubt that's enough to spare her from eternal damnation. She's a fraud and unrepentant sinner with no regard for the harm caused by her pursuit of power. How many desperate people has she cheated to get this far? Can she atone for what she's already done? That is, if she even realizes she needs to. Regardless, she's no longer my concern. Yes, I will no longer concern myself with the woman who wanted to kill someone and eat their heart. Because who would care about such a small thing? I am going to save right here and call it an evening. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me, as always. I am very appreciative. I should be back tomorrow at the usual time. 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand, probably with more of the seance. In Baker, whatever it's called. Manor. In the manor. In the manor to which I am accustomed. That's my expectation anyway. Again, thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you will see me soon. I hope the rest of your Monday evening, Tuesday morning, maybe even Tuesday afternoon when you're watching this, perhaps sometime in the distant future. Perhaps you need a seance to talk to me in the distant future because I'm pushed up the daisies. No idea. I should be back tomorrow though. So take care and ciao for now. Bye guys.